The Gambia is going through a small monetary revolution. The country has just reached an important milestone in radically changing its payment systems and banking infrastructure. It's a positive step, as the old system handicapped both businesses and banks.
In the past, we used to do a lot of checks. You have to end up drawing multiple checks, just maybe for only one transaction.
You go to central bank for a clearing session. After that session, you bring your checks in, post them sometimes, particularly at the end of the month. You see, it used to be a nightmare. People will close around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock sometimes.
With the reform in the methods of payment, the Gambia is in the process of joining the 5 other nations of West Africa who are committed to creating a monetary union, namely Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Liberia, and Ghana.
One key is the establishment or modernization of the payment systems infrastructure in West Africa. So payment systems is very key, and it's a prelude to the establishment of the West African Central Bank and the launch of the single currency in the West African monetary.
Launched in 2008, the overhaul of the banking system was funded by the African Development Bank, the AFDB, to the tune of almost $30 million. The project was particularly important because until recently Gambia's payment system was completely manual and, as a result, often insecure.
Manual transactions go with errors. Now, with this project, that is a thing of the past. Once the account number, the drawing account number is correct, is captured, that's what goes into the account and get it debited. So there is no error, no room for any error. I think we cannot get anything better than that, really.
The entire banking system is now computerized. One of the key components is inside this room, the Real-Time Gross Settlement, or RTGS system. It's a computer interface that connects all the banks in the country and which will eventually link up to their counterparts in neighboring countries. The software handles all transfer or collection operations instantaneously. It's a significant improvement for companies for whom remittances are important. In the past, they often had to stock huge amounts of cash to pay suppliers or their bill. Today, transactions are made directly from bank to bank.
For example, one local bank wants to sell or loan or lend money to another commercial bank. All you need to do is to go to that platform, RTGS, process the transaction, input the amount, get it approved. In a matter of seconds, that money goes into the beneficiary account.
Another benefit of this modernization is that customers can now withdraw cash at any ATM. Previously, they could only do so from one of their bank's own machines. But the impact is mainly felt by business. Banjul Breweries manufactures soft drinks and a few beers. The company employs 110 people and operates throughout the country, whether marketing its products or buying up raw material. The company has been around for 40 years, but has now undergone sweeping changes.
Our big suppliers, like the electricity company, we pay them big, huge amounts. The petroleum companies, we consume a lot of gas oil, as well as the sugar, because sugar is the only local component that we buy locally here. So those bills are huge. So using the RTGS facilitates the payment and is faster. We still receive checks from our customers. So, but nonetheless, we also encourage them to do direct bank transfers into our account rather than coming here, so they can save time for the customers. They'll spend less time at the brewery because they don't have to queue to pay through the cashier. here. So that also is a good turnaround time for our customers.
The project has helped to install the same computerized system used by neighbors Ghana and Nigeria. And Gambian entrepreneurs and bankers are looking forward to the next step, which will connect them with all the nations of the region.
West Africa, as we all know, has about 20 or 18 countries, and it's both Anglophone, Francophone, and Lusophone. And if we can have this under the WAMSI project, that we can do this cross-border payment system, that would be fantastic.
With a market of 300 million people and opportunities for collaboration with all the countries in the region, there's potential for a marked increase in trade. First, however, other member countries will need to have adopted the same computerized payment procedures. The AFDB is supporting similar projects in Liberia, Sierra Leone and Guinea. These countries should be ready in a few years, meaning that all the banks in West Africa will soon be up to 21st century standards.